Cooking Up.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. Today I'm going to make a basil pork. Now, the thing about basil is that there are many kinds of different basil. Usually, I don't really mind which type that I'm using. It can be Thai basil, local basil. It doesn't really matter for me. And then another thing about basil is if you bought it today, you may want to use it today or latest by tomorrow because basil really doesn't last in the fridge at all. So use it as soon as possible, as fresh as possible. If you have any leftover, like what I'm having today, I'll probably use it to fry some egg later. So this is some basil leaves, yeah, washed. And also this is maybe about 150 grams or 130 grams of minced pork, where I actually marinated with some fish sauce, Shao Hsing wine, and also white pepper, right? Then this one, you don't normally see this in this dish. Usually in Thailand, they will actually add in the beans, yeah, long bean or French beans. I don't have that, so I happen to see some okra in my fridge. So I'm clearing my fridge basically, yeah. So I'm putting in some okra here. I did not cut it into slices. Instead, I cut it into cubes like this, yeah. So that it will be a bit more crunchy when you eat it. And this is important. You have some minced garlic and some chili padi. Right, we're going to start by putting in some oil to saute the garlic and also chili. Of course, if you like spicy, you can put in more chili padi. Yeah? My family doesn't take spicy, so I only put in a little bit. Next thing, put in the marinated pork. You can also use chicken. We shall saute the meat for a minute or two before we continue with other seasoning. Meanwhile, you may need to keep on sauteing and stir frying. Yeah? Some people ask Appa, why is it Chinese cooking always like to put cooking wine or Shao Hsing wine? Well, there are a few reasons. Sorry. The first reason being it will actually help to remove at least about 70 or 80% of the gaminess from the meat itself. Secondly, after the alcohol is been evaporated, then whatever left over is the natural sweetness from the rice wine. And of course, thirdly, if you're using, especially when you're using Shao Hsing wine, then Shao Hsing wine has its very unique, very aromatic flavor. So these are the three reasons why Chinese cooking always like to use Shao Hsing wine especially. But there are also different kinds of cooking wine around. Yeah, but Shao Hsing wine is the most commonly found. So this is after approximately about 2 minutes sauteing. We're going to give it some more season. Every time when you want to add seasoning, you can actually tune down the temperature. Firstly, we will put in some oyster sauce, approximately 1 tablespoon. Few dashes of fish sauce, a little bit of salt, some sugar. I'll add in half teaspoon of my Cooking Appa chicken powder, where you can get it from Shopee Malaysia and Singapore. A little bit of light soy sauce and some dark soy sauce for the color. We can raise the heat. If it's too dry, you can actually add in some Shao Hsing wine, or add in some water. That's fine. Next thing, I'm going to add in the okra. Like I said, you don't normally see okra in this dish, yeah. But this is home cooking. There's no rules in Appa kitchen. Put in whatever ingredient that you like. Let me add in a bit of hot water here just to help for the cooking process, because the okra will need a bit of water to cook. This is hot water. Alright. Next thing, I will cover this with a lid. Let it simmer under medium heat for about 1-2 minutes before we continue. Right, this is after about 2 minutes simmering under medium heat. You just want to make sure the okra is fully cooked. Yep, it's definitely cooked. Next thing, very easy, off the fire and put in the basil leaf. You just need to use the residual heat to cook through the basil. So here's the basil pork. I won't call it Thai style because Thai you never see okra inside. Garnish it with some red chili and done. I hope you like my very simple video today. If you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come Cooking Apa Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow Apa on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Apa YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye. You can starch it if you like. If your water is actually quite a lot, the sauce is quite a lot, you can starch it.